Hello, I'm Jia Hui. So today we will learn more about understanding your family's resources and needs. I will be covering the first part, which is about how you and your family are closely intertwined. This means that your life and your family's members' lives are closely related because your actions and their actions affect each other, and that will also mean that your finances are closely related to one another as well. When you came over to Singapore to work, you are very brave and you work hard so that you can send money back to your family in the Philippines because your family at home depends on you to support your family's financial needs. Therefore, under this topic, we will need to understand the importance of communicating with your family about how you and your family are using and managing your finances, as well as having a deep understanding of it. It would be helpful if you understand exactly what your family's needs are and also understand their key contributions well. You need to know how the money you send back to the Philippines is being spent and used. It can be helpful to you if your family members understand how to manage money as well as the importance of it. It is important for your family members to stay committed in sharing the responsibilities to manage finances for the family. You will also need to make sure that you continue to communicate with your family and make sure that both you and your family are managing your finances well and you do a constant review of it together. I will now pass the time on to Mavis.
Okay, so hello, I'm Mavis, and today I'll be talking about how well do you know your family situation. So the first question you want to ask yourself is how many of the following questions you can answer with confidence and in detail. So for the first question is at home in my family, who are the earners and who are the dependents? So the earners are the ones that they are earning, they're going out and earn money and feeding the family and supporting the family, and dependents are the ones who are being supported, like you get money from the earners. And then the next question is, what are the family's sources of monthly income, and identify guaranteed and non-guaranteed income and amounts. So the family sources of income can come from a part-time job or full-time job, or maybe allowance from your parents. Like if you give your children 200 per month, then their monthly income is 200 a month. Or like you set up your own business to earn income, or you rent out a shop or part of your house to earn rental income. So identify whether it's like stable in the long run, whether you'll keep earning the income or not. Then the next question is, what are the family's needs and regular monthly expenditures? So your needs can be like clothes, rice, fish, fish or chicken for your like regular meals, for your lunch and dinner. Then maybe you have like utility bills and telephone bills, and then your rental expense if you rent out a shop. If you rent a shop from someone, then you will incur those expenses, or some of your transportation costs if you take the bus or the train to travel from one place to another. Then the next question is, are there any loans to repay? For example, if you borrow from the bank or from your friends, or agent fees. And then next question is, what types of unexpected expenditure has cropped up before? So for example, if you have like emergency situation where you have to go to the hospital, like if you fall sick or something, then you will incur medical bills. Or for example, if like you have to travel overseas for personal purposes, then you will incur traveling fees, for example. So the comes to the next question where you ask yourself, how much savings does the family have for emergencies? So look back to the previous question, what are the types of unexpected expenditure has cropped up? So for these emergency expenses, how much money have you set aside for them? And is there enough to cover? Have you prepared for the worst? So you have to answer these questions and see if you are able to list out everything in detail. Thank you. I'll pass my time on to Jun An.
So now we'll move on to building your family's monthly income and expense statement. So in this segment, you'll be able to understand your family situation and also build on your family's monthly income and expense statement. So this is worksheet 7, household monthly budget, which is the budget for your entire family as one. So we'll be looking into the different segments here. So the first one is income. So the monthly contribution that is contributed by you from the salary that you give back to your family in the Philippines. Right there inside here. Monthly salary remittance or contribution by a family member because your husband and your daughter is working. How much are they actually setting aside to give to your family for your entire family use? Income from maybe your family farm or business. Other income like rental of your house or maybe like investment of some companies. If you have, do include them inside here. So now we'll go on to expenses. Fixed expense are expenses that won't change every month if it's fixed already. So you got house rents. So maybe you're renting a house. How much do you need to pay every month? School fees, maybe because your son is still studying, is incurring school fees. How much do you need to pay every month as a family? Repayment of loan, maybe you guys are actually renting a land or maybe a house. What is the amount that you need to pay back and how much are you paying it every month? If you are, to include them inside here. Variable expenses are expenses that actually change every month. Sometimes it might be more, sometimes it might be less, you never know. So you got food, the food that your entire family is spending on, clothing, personal maintenance like soap and shampoo, telecommunication for the phone bills, to contact you and also for their own leisure, health and medical for seeing the doctor and medical checkups, transport to go to the school or even to go to their workplace, entertainment, maybe to watch a movie in the cinema, hobbies and sports, maybe they like baking or they like online gaming, then how much are they spending? Traveling, maybe going overseas, utilities, your electricity bills, water bills, gas bills, how much are they? All of them include them inside here. So then after that, remember to include them as a local currency, which is in pesos. Calculate your income minus your expenses. You get a surplus or a deficit. Surplus meaning income is more than expense. Deficit meaning your income is less than expense. Then once that's done, here in basis of understanding, you need to write down the specific details of what is happening in your income and expenses. Who is actually earning the income? Who is incurring the expense? Maybe your son is the one that is spending on school fees. Write them down. Housing loan. How long is it for? To repay by when? Food. How many people is spending how much per person? Write them down. So once you fill out this column already, go and think about some of these questions. Which parts are you most confident about? What information are you not sure about? Who can you check with? So maybe you're not sure with how much they're spending on the food or how much they're spending on their transport. Go and check with them. Who can you check with? Think about it. Which part surprised you most? Maybe you're spending too much expense. Why? Why does it surprise you? Think about it. Is there any other inflow or outflow that you have not included? Any income and expense that you have included? If you have not included any of it, include them inside right now. How happy are you with the surplus or the deficit? What would you prefer the surplus or deficit amount to be? Maybe 10,000 surplus in pesos. If there is a deficit, which is not a good thing, what will you do to actually reduce on the deficit? Maybe to increase in your income or to reduce on expense. Who will actually help you with this? If there is a surplus, what do you plan to use with the extra amount? Maybe to have another goal, which is to open a banquet. So who will actually help you? Think about it. Then once that is done, go to review notes, write down the amount that you'll be able to actually increase in your income or to reduce an expense, and what is the thing that you're actually going to do. So once that is done, then you're done for worksheet 7 and that marks the end for workshop 3. And this also marks the end of your financial budgeting workshop with us. And we hope that you have actually learned financial budgeting and literacy from us already, so that you'll be able to actually plan for your own financial budgeting whenever you're free for your family and also for yourself. So we hope that you'll continue to do this financial budgeting and continue to keep up this good effort. Yeah, so see you on Sunday. Bye bye.